Hi guys, so today I'm interviewing Dr. ALIYU WAMAKKO, Chairman of Jedo Investments Limited, and also the President of Redan. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
My name is Jacqueline, and today he will be answering some questions for us on real estate in general in Nigeria. So, first of all, what inspired you to get into real estate development?
Yeah, destiny makes me to come into real estate because actually I'm a custom officer by
Okay.
training, and I retired as a custom officer. Trying to do, traveling agency,
Okay.
but destiny called me into real estate business, and that's how I found myself in there.
Okay. So you initially didn't have passion for it, it's
I
just
didn't
something
have
that just
passion for
happened.
it, yes.
Okay, that's nice. So what are some common challenges faced by real estate developers in Nigeria? What are some common challenges you have faced?
It's a learning process. Everything you want to do, it is an endeavor of life. I really have so many challenges when I came into real estate. First, that was not my line of business. I'm not a trained engineer. I was a custom officer. What I know is duty collection.
Yeah.
But when I came in, I found it interesting and I learned fast, at least to get myself acquainted with the rules, with the dynamism, the flexibility of the business of real estate. So
Okay.
there are a lot of interesting things and there are a lot of ugly things that somebody can find out in the real estate business. My passion was creating affordable houses to the to the public, and that is
Yeah.
what I found myself in as the first port of call when I was trying to build an estate for prison services, which is now correctional services. That is in 2009. The issues are, funding is always something else. Land is also another problem. Most especially here in the FCT, where you find out there are a lot of, hanky-panky about land issues. There are a lot of land grabbers, shady dealings in the land, what to say. Maybe from the beginning to the top, from the developers to even the authority that allocate this land. So a lot of things happens, and a lot of issues are there, and I think those are problems that you know, not easy for somebody to forget. But as God may have it, I was able to triumph and overcome.
How do you find and choose the right locations for your development projects? How do you get your locations?
Yeah, you see, actually location matters in any project you are going to do, but depending on the kind of project you want to do. If you are building for the higher and mountain in the society, they will prepare locations like Metama, Asokoro. Let's
Yes.
just give an example of FCT. But if you are looking for your targeted customers, are people of low income earners or middle level income earners, we will target outskirts of the FCT, somewhere like Shapa, Lubi, Karmo, and the rest of
Yes.
it. So these are the areas if you are going, because the land looks to be a little bit cheaper in that area,
Yes.
and also the customers that can afford to pay. If you are not building in accordance with the income of the people, I believe you are not building, because those who you build who can come and pay 150 million naira, there are different kind of people who
Yeah,
can do that.
true.
But when you are building for people who are low income earners looking for a house of 10 million, 5 million, 25 million, you need to have an area. It could not be a choice area for them, but it's a necessity, because housing is a necessity for human being. So the issue is not the area I am living, but the house I have to
Yes,
live with my
true.
family. So that is exactly, I believe, area does not count in my own side of the situation, because I'm looking at the level of people that I'm building for.
Yeah. And you say you didn't have passion for real estate, but that seems like
Yeah,
passion
I
to
told you
me.
when I came into the real
Yeah.
estate business, I believe that yes, I have a passion, because I found out that yes, it's a way to help humanity.
Yes,
And
exactly.
by way of touching the life of so many humanity, I think that is what is the essence of life all about.
True. Can you share any memorable success stories or projects that you've worked on?
Yeah, I've done a lot of projects. I have a project in Libya, about 700 housing unit, which is for low-income earners. I have also a project in Kanu, about 100 plus, which is for low-income earners. I've also completed a project in Suleja, which is for low-income earners. Just to mention a few out of them. My concern is how many people, how many lives have I touched when I do my project?
Yeah.
And I'm doing this project, in collaboration with Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria and Federal Ministry of Housing today, who happens to be the ministerial pilot housing scheme was initiated by them, and we are the first developers to call in to provide these houses for low-income earners, most especially, NLC, TUC, and the local government employees. So, and I have a lot of passion because this is a contract finance initiative. You will be given the land and the money to build for them. It is not we who do so. I think the success is providing at least not less than 1,000 housing units for the humanity. And I think I'm always happy with that.
How do you balance the financial aspect of a project with the needs of the community?
The issue that the community you are meeting, the essence is how do you revive the macroeconomic factors in that community that will be useful to them, that will increase their GDP. The GDP is that what can they get? You create employment for their people, for their youth, for the teeming youth that are now lingering in Nigeria, they don't have a job to do. And when I'm doing a project, I will first of all look at that, how many jobs I'm going to create. At least I know in each house I'm going to build, I'll create like 25 employment. I'll create also non-direct employment, which people coming to sell granite, rice and beans, kunu, water, cigarette, and so forth. All these ones are indirect employment, even selling of recharge card at the site. So I believe I am touching the life of so many people within the community by creating a project within that
Within
area.
that community.
Within that
Yeah,
community.
true. So looking at Nigeria now, what trends do you see shaping the future of real estate development in Nigeria?
We have a minister of housing today by the name of architect Ahmed Musa Dangiwa, who happens to know it, from the bottom. Apart from being an architect, he also worked as a consultant to so many projects, and he happens to be an MD of Federal Mortgage Bank, where he facilitates the creation of mortgages for so many affordable houses to, low-income earners in Nigeria. So I believe he knows it from the bottom to the top. And a lot of complaints were being tabled to him, and he is working around the clock to see that at least these complaints are being knitted off. We know that at least the present day land edict is not friendly unless that land rules and regulation of the land edict is being uh, maybe changed through legislative action. Uh, the environment of building will not be so smooth. The titling document, is what matters. Every house that does not have any value, are you getting me right?
Yeah.
It is an issue that you are just having a house. But when it doesn't have a value, it's not a house. So the value is how does it have title. That is why we commended Wiki for the perseverance and the doggedness he shows in trying to issue certificate of occupancy for all houses in the FCT.
Yes.
Because that means they are going to have economic value.
Yes,
You can
true.
take that certificate to the bank and you can mortgage it. You can do anything with the certificate because
That's
it has
a
an
very
economic
good
value. So it's a
yeah.
good one. So honestly speaking, we are looking at the future of housing is the government has no business in doing direct construction. It should be left to the private sector because private sector are the one to construct. They can borrow money to construct for low and middle level income earners, and they will be able to make the profit. We are not in a socialist republic. where government build houses and give people
Yes.
freely. People have to pay for the houses, and the government cannot build and sell to make profit. Government cannot build and sell. It has to bring some subsidy. So the issue is government main objective, aims and objective is to create infrastructure and enabling environment, at least for these houses to be provided. And it is only the private sector that can do this business neatly and better instead of government, because in the private sector we have what we call maintenance culture. In the government there are no maintenance culture presently. Government, the houses are being built and left fallow, and they will become just habitat for the reptiles. But in the aspect of private sector, we build and put facility management, and we make sure that the environment is clean all the time.
From time to time,
yes. From time to time. So,
and the government has a lot of other things to worry about as well.
that's right. Infrastructure is enough for government to take care of.
Can you tell us about any exciting projects that you're working on right now?
Yeah, I have a project that I'm working in, which is a mixed project. I have touched the life of so many people that are low and middle level income. So I now want to see how do I now assist also the the well-to-do in the society. So I have a project that I tag for the 10th National Assembly. And the 10th National Assembly, when they come in, I think I can give them a project that at least they will enjoy a mortgage for payment of this thing for 36 months, which I think the first of its kind in the history of Nigeria. And I believe, I think everybody needs assistance. So it doesn't mean that because they are lawmakers and they have the money and so forth, but they still need assistance, and that will enable them at least to have a house. Before the end of your tenure, you are able to have at least a house of your own in Abuja. Not minding of the, hanky-panky, the up and downs of life. So at least you have something to rely on even at the end of your tenure. So that is why I think that is my, my baby project for now, to see that at least I assist the 10th National Assembly, both senators and the House of Rep. And that is what I think is an exciting project for me, because I believe I'm going to touch the life of those big men.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Where is this project at?
Yeah, it's sited at Ushapa. Ushapa is just close to Lower Osman Dam. It is a very serene environment that has a historical background. Former U.S. president was being installed there as the Magajin Gadi of Ushapa, and they installed him and they topped him. And also it is surrounded by so many mountains and a lot of nice landscaping, and also running water, throughout the season that surrounded the environment. So I think that place is a very good habitat. In fact, even the air that blows out in that area is something else. It's unique from the, dusty and the, mixed air that you take from the, exhaust of so many vehicles that runs around in the city here. So I think that place is cooler, better, and I think, sincerely speaking, anybody who goes there, you will find it a better environment to live than even living in Metama. That is why I want to take the 10th National Assembly to cool their feet at the end of their tenure.
Yes. Nice. Okay, can you share some tips, some success tips for real estate developers? Advice.
Yeah. You see, the business of real estate is capital intensive.
Yeah.
But the most important issue is for you to persevere, be truthful, and work hard. And you will make it. But by the time you are trying to cut corners or do shady dealings or try to make it in a day, it doesn't work. The most important issue if you are patient, God will take you wherever you are destined to go. You don't have to cut corners. You don't have to cheat. You just have to remain focused, work hard, and be truthful to yourself, to your customers, to your workers. Definitely speaking, sky is the limit.
Okay, thank you very much,
You're
sir.
most welcome.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope this session has been insightful, and we hope to see you at our projects going on at Ushafa very soon. Thank you guys. Bye.